Greetings folks, Chris here, and welcome to yet another on Two and Proper's Citizen Carry channel. And I am bringing you now two of the belts that are trending currently. Of course, one of them has been trending a lot longer, and that's the Mission Belt. But we've got the Mission Belt and the Groove Life Belt, and we're going to compare the two of them. Now, the reason I'm doing this, and this fella knows who he is because I had a guy tell me the Mission Belt is much better. And I told him that I heard all about the Mission Belt, and I guess that better would be in the eye of the beholder as for what would suit someone's purpose more. And the advantages and disadvantages behind each belt may or may not sway somebody to one side or the other. That makes sense. So we've got the Groove Life belt right here. We've got the brown belt with the gunmetal gray buckle. And I've been using this for quite some time, and I have also been using this for a couple months now too, the Mission Belt. And I've used it long enough now that I was able to formulate an opinion, an educated opinion. And so here we go. And let's take these one at a time. Let's go ahead and go with the one I started with, and that's the Groove Life belt. Now, there's an advantage behind the Groove Life belt, and that is that it is a hooked, right here, let's pull it out right here, a hooked and magnetic fastener. And it is a strong magnet, and of course, it attaches like this. All right, here's the hooks. Here's the place where the hooks go, the two holes. There's the magnet, and as easy as that. That's pretty easy when you want to put this thing on. It just snaps itself into place, and it does not come off. And the good thing about this belt is also that it is very strong. They called it Stiff Tech. It is pretty stiff, but a good thing about this is that if you compare it to one of the 511 belts, everybody knows about 511. This is a 511 belt right here. Genuine 511. And I can just crush it in my hand like that. It's a bare minimum belt from 511, but I cannot do that to this belt at all. This is a very stiff belt, so it's very sturdy. It's good enough to hold your outside the waistband firearms. But one thing that I did notice is that it depends on how heavy that firearm is, because this is stretchy. You see this? And that's part of what makes this belt so comfortable. But for practical purposes, if you're going to use a big heavy pistol, say a Beretta M9, it tends to lean the pistol outward away from you a little bit. And you can tighten it up and have it lean in closer to you. But the tendency with this stretchy material is that if you've got a big heavy firearm, it tends to bow outward. I would say that this would be perfect for anything from, say, Glock 19 size handgun on smaller. This is a very comfortable belt though, and for everyday use, this is perfect. I use this belt when I go to work because it stretches with me. It allows me to bend over and pick up things and to work without feeling like I've got a very restricting stiff thing around my waist. Now, an unfortunate thing with Groove Belt right now, I have to say, is that they have raised the price of these. They've gone up about $10 since the last Groove Life belt that I did. And so now their average price is about $59.95 to about $65, depending on what you get. So you might want to take that into consideration. It's still an outstanding belt. And also, Groove Life gives the purchaser what they call a 94-year warranty. So 94 years sounds pretty good. Now on to Mission Belt. And as you can see right here, the shiny black, the chrome coloring right here. They call this one Vader. Perfect. So I wanted a black belt, and I decided that I was going to get a Mission Belt. And as you can see, how this one works is it sort of ratchets into place. Let's bring it up here close. You can see how it activates itself, and then boom, it's in position. And this is a great belt for any gun. It is a very stiff belt. It does not stretch. So if you have a larger firearm, this is the ideal belt if you're carrying a heavier gun. And it's also an outstanding belt in that if you're inside the waistband carrying with this, now with the Groove Life belt, you've got the advantage that it stretches along with you, and so you don't have to adjust it that often. But with this one, if you want to use your inside the waistband gun and holster, you just lift up on this lever right here. That's the release lever right here. Just kind of pull it up, right, and pull out. All right, there's the ridges. Here's where they go through. It's easy as There. And to take it off, there's the lever right here. Just push it a little bit, pull the lever out just a little bit, and that's it. And you can adjust to whatever size. No muss and no fuss. It sounds as solid as it is. Let's do it up close. And so, with a larger firearm and with any holster, this is an outstanding belt as well. Now, mission belts, as you can see, this is a real leather belt. And as they indicate right here, they say, yeah, it's leather. So it's a leather belt, a genuine leather belt, for much less than the Groove Life belt, which is primarily nylon. So this is a hit that Groove Life belt took to the Mission belt. They raised their price, and now Mission belts are anywhere from $35 to $75, depending on if you get the full grain Italian leather and stuff like that. So I think between the two of these belts, the better value is going to be to the Mission belt, since Groove Life raised the price of their Groove Life belt about $10. Now, I cannot understand why they did that. They did it since I made the first video on the Groove Life belt. So the better value goes to Mission belt. Better versatility is going to go to the Mission belt. And a better solid feeling and quality materials is going to go to Mission belt. Yes, that's the way it is, you know. I mean, I swear by this belt. I still love this belt. It's one of the most comfortable belts I have. But for durability and stuff, as you can see, I've got some little nicks here in the paint. It didn't take long. I didn't have this belt for a full year, and already it's all scratched up with what I've got to do and stuff like that. I've been wearing this too, and there's just little tiny mild scratches on the stainless steel that you're not even going to see. And even on the face of the belt right here, on the buckle, you can see how nice and shiny it is. And it is as durable as it is shiny. So the edge to me goes to the Mission belt. It's versatile. It's more solid than the Groove Life belt. But for comfort, the Groove Life belt will win. The Groove Life belt wins that one because it stretches along with you. But this one is more versatile, and it is much better for carrying larger sidearms outside the waistband, and it holds them against your body a lot closer than the Groove Life belt. But that's my opinion on these two belts. Your mileage may vary. It just depends on how you are with your belts, what you use them for, and whether or not you carry larger firearms or smaller firearms. This might be the perfect belt for you. Indeed, this is a very comfortable, outstanding belt. But in my book, the winner is the Mission belt. But folks, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you like my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, that would be doing me a big solid if you did that. Please hit that subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. It helps me bring you better content. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that share button if you could. That would definitely help. And I appreciate you watching. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's tooimproper@gmail.com. Write and I will answer you, provided you're going to be polite about whatever it is you have to say, and if I've got the time. Thanks for watching, folks. God bless America, and keep on protecting your families, yourselves, your country, its flag, and its honor. It's always the right thing to do.